Does it feel like it starts again now?
Yeah, we've always spoken about, the season's made up of two parts, and, that season's done and a new one starts now, and everyone, coming off a bye is feeling good, feeling fresh, eager to get stuck into it. So you only have to look at the result last night. That's probably surprised a few, so anything can happen.
Can you draw any similarities from what happened last night with the Bulldogs, obviously playing away, heavy underdogs? Can you draw anything out of that game?
Yeah, well, I was watching that game and I saw the odds come up for our game, so we're clearly underdogs there, I saw. So, look, it's the same thing, but you don't really draw a whole lot on that sort of stuff, but, anything can happen, as I said, in finals.
How are you going to deal with the crowd here and the home ground advantage that the Crows have?
Hopefully we kick 10 goals in the first and really silence them, but, we played there, it was probably middle of the year just before our bye. When the Crows are up and going, they're certainly pretty loud. They're another almost man on the field for them. So the easiest way to get on top is get on top in the game early and silence them.
Have you talked much about the retirement on some of your great players in the lead-up to this game?
No, not really. So they retired now, 2 weeks ago? But no, they've been excellent, and they've made the focus about the footy club and what we want to achieve. And the best thing for them is to win tomorrow night. So they don't want to make it about themselves, and it's been fantastic.
As a defender, it's obviously going to be crucial that you shut down Adelaide's forward line. How are you going to go about doing that?
Yeah, they've certainly got a potent forward line. The hardest thing, I suppose, for us is we can play our role, but team defence these days, it requires every single player on the field. So we've looked a lot at how they move the footy and how we can even not so much stop it in their forward 50, but stop it up the ground a little bit more. And if we can limit their inside 50s, we limit the chance they have of kicking a goal. So, Robbie Tarrant will get a massive job again tomorrow night. He's been super for us all year. The other guys have been really good as well. So, look, we'll try and stick to the task and do the best we can. But, we're all aware that it's going to take everyone.
How close was Jared Waite and Thompson to playing?
Yeah, they trained really well this week. But, that's a decision in the match committee's hands. And we found out that we weren't playing. Those guys weren't playing. We moved on, and hopefully that we can win tomorrow night, and they'll come straight back in next week because they're certainly both really important players to us.
We had a lot of rain here last night in Adelaide, but the ground looks like it's in pretty good nick.
Yeah, just running around out there, it's fine. It's a relatively new ground, and all this state-of-the-art drainage and all that sort of stuff. It's not really an issue. And early this year, we prepared to play in thunderstorms, and it rained for about 3 minutes of the game, and it had been thunderstorms basically all day, and it was pretty much a dry day out here. So. Even if it rains a little bit tomorrow, I suspect tomorrow night it'll be fine.
You look back at round one, obviously, and the things you guys did well against the Crows and hope to replicate them again tomorrow night?
Yeah, you do a little bit. Sometimes people say like a week's a long time in footy, but a season certainly is a long time. So, guys, the game plans evolve for different sides, so you can take a little bit out of that game. But you also look at the last few weeks for Adelaide as well, and what they've done there and how they've gone about that sort of few games.
Has the bye helped you guys a bit to have an extra week?
I don't think it's affected us. We've certainly, I suppose, leading into round 22, you've played sort of, maybe you think we might have played 9 weeks in a row. So you sort of start to feel the pinch a little bit. So you have to have a week off is always good. I mean, personally, you'd probably like to buy a few weeks before that just to really freshen up when you're really starting to hit a wall towards the end of the year. But look, it is what it is, and everyone's on the same page now, and everyone's had last week off and fit and ready to go.
Do you look back at how West Coast defeated the Crows and see that as a bit of a blueprint how you guys can go about it?
I think so. The Crows have been a pretty formidable force over here. So for West Coast to do it over here and quite convincingly as well, we've had a good look at that game, and we take bits and pieces out of what they've done. They certainly play a different way to what we do. We're not going to replicate what they do exactly, but you take little parts here and there from that game.
Shutting down the corridor is going to be one of those?
I've got no doubt it will. Yeah, the Crows move the footy pretty well, and the quickest way to goal is up the middle. So, look, you try and stop that for sure, because we'll have a few goals kicked out at the back if they keep putting it through the middle.
If you had to have a guess, would you say high scoring or quite defensive tomorrow?
Never been asked that question before. If I had to have a guess, I'm going to say, given it's a final, finals always bring pressure. Contested footy's always high. I'd say lower than higher.